The following segment is sponsored by Vivos, TMJ, and Sleep Therapy Center. Welcome back. We're here now with Dr. Michael Bennett. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you. Great to be here.
Okay, so we're talking about airway development, and I didn't even realize that kids could have an underdeveloped airway.
Right.
That's right. And when you have an underdeveloped airway, it unfortunately causes a lot of health problems, such as bedwetting, allergy problems.
Really?
Parents who deal with attention deficit disorder. If you can't breathe well, you don't sleep well. And then you consequently, as a child, you wake up unrefreshed, you don't have energy, and you'll have problems, behavioral problems especially.
Well, it makes so much sense. How can parents identify this and try and stop it?
Well, you on the picture, you can see the little boy with the rings under his eyes, the kind of the darkened shadow, and his lips are apart, his teeth are dry, there's crowded teeth in the mouth. The mouth happens to be the front of the airspace, the pipe behind our tongue. And if it's crowded, then that tongue goes back into the airspace and compromises your ability to breathe. It's crazy.
Wow.
And when you don't breathe well, you don't sleep well, and you develop those types of symptoms. I had a mom with a child that wet the bed every single night.
So does this just happen at night, and are they born with this?
Well, it starts out genetically, but the things that we eat cause a lot of nasal congestion. And when that happens, then the tongue muscle, which is the muscle that grows the face and airway, that can't be where it should be. And so it doesn't develop the jaws and the bone correctly to a large enough size to make the airway open.
So when we discover that our child has this, is there something that we can do to correct it?
Yeah, have them call us or call us. And
Perfect. You're here,
professional.
Dr. Bennett to the rescue.
Yes.
We can evaluate their upper airway, meaning the nose and throat airway. And I do things in the mouth using devices that help to stimulate that growth back to a normal state.
Oh, there is something we can do. That's so good
absolutely.
to know. Okay, so is it foods we need to avoid at home? Like, what can we help to do at home?
Yeah, I think foods that cause a lot of inflammation, such as processed foods, Twinkies, Ding Dongs, lots of carbohydrates.
I know all the good stuff.
No, it's the good stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that will create the congestion that will cause the underdevelopment problem. But a child also needs to make sure they're swallowing correctly, because their tongue can be tied, and we check for things like that in addition to the airway problem.
What age is it good for us to bring them in?
I actually like to talk to moms when they have the baby, before they even delivered, because when the mom feeds the child, that's the beginning of the airway development. And so if they can feed them correctly, then they can avoid problems in the future and not even need me, potentially.
Okay, and if someone hasn't realized that they have an underdeveloped airway, it can be corrected by just going to you and working on that muscle.
Yeah, working on the muscle, making sure we can breathe well through our nose. And if they can't, then we work with allergy specialists and ear, nose, and throat specialists and other important experts in the upper airway, and to get every child breathing properly.
It's so important.
This is so great that parents out there have a resource like you to go to and to be able to save their child.
Yeah, I do that full time, and it's wonderful to see moms come in excited that no longer do they have to clean up the mess after bedwetting.
Yes,
or they
and
don't have
their
to
child is breathing.
Yeah,
That's
they're
a
breathing.
good thing. Yeah.
And they're behaving like they want them to behave because they're refreshed, they sleep well.
That's so good. And you guys are going to be at the KUTV Health Fair this weekend, which is great. People can stop by and talk to you.
That's right. That's right. We're excited to do that, excited to offer that to people, and we're excited to be able to give people freedom, that if you can breathe well, sleep well, your body can heal, and it can be its best optimum health, ultimately.
Oh, this is such good information. Where can we go for more?
Go to our website, vivoslife.com, and certainly you can find us on the internet and find our number and such, and come to the booth, talk to us. We'll give you plenty of information.
Okay, thank you so much, Doctor.
Okay, you're welcome. Thank you.